Hey guys, my name is Timmy.
I'm Solstice Fayams.
My name is Kola.
And welcome to the Sweet Lamba podcast.
Cheers!
So how's everyone doing? How was everyone's week?
My week was amazing. Made some money. Talked to some beautiful ladies. It was awesome.
Sorry, Kola, how was your week?
My week was okay. It was fine.
Really?
Actually, it was great. My week was great.
Really? Well, okay. That's nice to hear. My week was crazy. Thanks for asking, guys. Anyway, on to the small chop segment.
Dope. So let's start with "So Crazy" by David O. What do you guys think about that record?
So crazy.
Okay. Kola, please. Okay, no. The thing about So Crazy is that so the song on its own and like the video was terrible. Like the video was okay, but like the song on its own was terrible. The song on its own was terrible. But once I heard it in the album, it wasn't that bad though. It wasn't as bad as it was before. Lil Baby needs to bring our money back, Sha. He needs to bring our bar back. He needs to return the money. That money that he took, he needs to bring it back.
The 100 racks, the 200 occasion.
No, it's not 200. Guys are saying it's 100K for the future.
It's 100. No, it's 100K. He charges 100K.
Like initially, I didn't believe that Davido would have paid that 100K. I didn't believe Davido would have paid the 100K, but I mean that's what guys are saying.
I thought they were guys now.
But I don't think
guys now.
There's no guys in this industry.
I don't think. Yeah, guys doesn't go past Nigerian borders. Even Olamide doesn't go based on guys. Olamide was collecting 1 million in 2016.
I was like, yeah, that was even before that, like 2014. Yeah, I remember one time on this guy's Snap. That's when I knew that this business is business, man. This guy was like 30. He was like about to knock out these collabs, and there was like 30 collabs that he was going to do, like 1 million each. Like, he didn't even know who sent them. It was just like, they paid that bar. I will knock out these collabs today.
Yeah, 30 million was so much money back then.
Still is a lot of money.
I mean, it still is now, but like exchange rates wise, like it's not as much. Damn.
But you know, Olamide that year, Olamide was doing your feature in like 10 minutes and collecting that clean 1 mil.
Anyway, back to So Crazy. I personally think at first I thought it was garbage.
Like Adamu garbage.
but eventually I felt like it grew on me, and I actually do like the song. I feel like that. I feel like the Lil Baby verse was we didn't need to hear that.
Guys, Lil Baby needs to get the fuck off that song.
We didn't need to hear that. In my opinion, I should have put Peruzi on the song because it's Peruzi's song anyway.
Let's be honest.
Peruzi's a songwriter. So there's a video of Peruzi actually singing the song, like a certain part of the song. So I think Peruzi wrote or co-wrote the song. But I just feel like that Lil Baby verse was unnecessary. We didn't need that. And it was probably just because of the hype. Like Lil Baby is the hottest rap artist right now in the US, besides Drake.
Yeah.
So
that's a different conversation, and Kola knows where I stand on that. But yeah, keep going with that.
But he just needed the hype, and it turned out I don't think it worked in his favor at the end of the day.
It didn't.
Yo, guys,
Lil Baby,
quick aside. I don't know if you guys can see this, but can you guys see this?
No. You're gonna have to take a screenshot, love.
You can't see.
Yes, I saw it. Someone sent you $15 on Venmo.
Yeah, guy. Based on this morning, I just made a stupid snap saying I'm broke and saying I kept one little juice in my bottle since. And I was like, "What's all this? This real fans out here supporting, man." So I just want to say that, like,
Angela won't talk about me supporting him more.
That's true.
Angela won't talk about me supporting him more.
That's true. Taylor supported me too. Sorry for that aside, but that just made
so crazy. Didn't go in Davido's favor, and he didn't post his typical post 1 million views in 24 hours because he didn't get 1 million views in 24 hours. even though the video was kind of good.
Yeah, Lil Baby is rude for what he said though.
I'm not doing it again. I wash my hands.
David abstained my
You're
wife.
scared.
David
You're
has
scared.
stayed
4
his wife.
PF. 4 PF. You don't want 4 PF to come for your ass.
He's not one of the gang.
And he did tweet about it, to be fair.
It was
No, he
a
posted
shock,
on his
though.
Instagram though.
Why do people do that though? Like, if Baby does a feature with someone here, even if they're nowhere near as big as Davido, they'll post at least a tweet and like maybe not an actual post on Instagram, but at least a tweet.
I
Like,
mean, a full post
storing
on
your
Instagram is
a full post, not like a
a
story.
full post, not a story. Full post.
Okay, I respect that.
But I'm sure you guys that do.
Ooh.
All right, let's keep it moving.
How do y'all feel about the? Well, not how do y'all feel. I feel like I know how y'all feel, but how did you think the election went?
Honestly, as the American here, I don't know about y'all's citizenship right now, but as
I'm about to drop off.
as the citizen here, I was shocked that Georgia went blue. I will not lie. Expected it to be red. Virginia, as a girl from the DMV, we don't really fuck with Virginia anyway because we only fuck with Tyson's Corner. Like the rest of Virginia are Raz. You guys are rednecks and racist, and we don't give a fuck about y'all. But y'all came blue somehow. I don't know how. Also, I'm more shocked that after all these people died based on COVID, the amount of people that still went to go and vote for Trump. Like, I feel like that's what shocked me the most. Like 200,000 people plus have died of this PE, and guys are still voting. Like, they voted for this guy that his administration has not done anything tangible about this situation. Like, how can Texas have 1 million cases? Like, countries, like when you add countries together, they don't have 1 million cases. Like, it's it's fucked up. But yeah, that's what I had to say.
How do we feel about our brothers and sisters supporting him?
So,
Supporting
just
the
for
union.
context, there was a parade in Nigeria for Donald Trump and Pence for 2020 re-election.
And when they were saying
like
who should they put, they were like who should we do the parade for? I think someone said Donald Trump, and they thought it meant.
There was a parade in Nigeria. They said it was like Trump basically. I don't do it. They said an NGO paid for it. Paid the people to do it.
Oh, you don't want to say who paid because they can come for you.
I'm on visa, please. Let's get it. An NGO paid for the parade, and Nigerians went to parade for Trump and Pence for 2020. Even though
they need to focus on they need to focus on Buhari. Maybe they'll focus on what's going on in night. Like, Nigerians always inserting themselves where they have no business
or agency,
and we dropping opinions where they don't need to have one. Like that video, I don't know if you guys saw that video of that babe that was like, I mean, I don't really want to bring this. She was not like, Donald Trump will win the election. What would you do? What would you do if what would you do if the Holy Spirit tells you to go and vote for Donald Trump? I go vote for him.
I don't know if I sent this to you guys, but that babe looks strikingly like a babe that we knew in times past. I don't know if it's true. Or
you probably know her because I know who she is.
Guy,
I know.
I was like, is this that babe?
It probably is because I knew who she was.
I was like,
that's
wait,
why
I was like, me that year, me where I try slide for this babe DM. So this is what
I know. I know who that is. I mean, I don't want to bring it up because it's a bit controversial for me to bring it up because I kind of know who she is, type P, and but like that was some dumbass shit. I remember when the video first came out, and I was like, "Are you dumb?" The first question I asked was, "Can you even vote?" Like, that's the first one. Like, it's like, can you even vote?
Don't speak.
Like, can you even vote? Babe was like, yes, Donald Trump doesn't like black people. I saw what? If the Holy Spirit tells you to wake up now and vote for Donald Trump, what would you do? What would you do?
So this raises another great point. Like, when you're guys with these guys that say all these dumb things, should you like be like, yo, or you like be like, yeah, I can't relate?
What do you mean by you? You mean reach out to them?
Like reach out to them, like you don't need to blast them on social media, but reach out to them and be like, yo, this is like I know I'm doing this. Some people might be catching feelings, but is it better to just be like, oh, because I know them, let me not make too much, like let them do their own pay. Like I don't know how you especially because this really blew up and you kind of know who the person is. You just be like, damn, I'm not my place, or like, oh, because I know you, let me try and save the embarrassment.
I mean, it depends on the relationship you have.
It depends on the relationship we have with the person. Like, she's not my guy. Like, she's not my friend like that.
Should it depend though? Like, if you know them enough to be like, I could message this person.
I don't know them enough. Guy, I'm so sorry, but like, if I fuck up, I expect my closest friends to be the ones to talk to me. If you're not like close enough to me to correct me, I'll take it the wrong way. Like, I don't know you like that. You're not my friend like that. Why the fuck are you stepping up to me?
But that's the problem with Nigerians. Like, why does? I mean, I kind of get that though. Like
I feel you don't check me. Like, I'm not. I mean, I'm not saying that no one can check me. Like, you can check me, but like, I'm not really going to listen to you. If it's coming from my friends, okay, I'll be like, okay, yeah, I kind of need to chill. Because like, if the people that know me and genuinely have my best interests at heart are like coming out to tell me, like, you know, because like, I mean, people can come and tell you, like, people that know you well enough to be like, yeah, I think you need to chill type thing. You can listen to them, but you're not really gonna listen to them as much as you would listen to like your close friends telling you like, come see, like, what you're doing is crazy. Like, I can't lie, but yeah, that babe was moving. I hope our friends told her she was moving crazy, because that was some wild. I remember when that thing dropped, I had to send it to my mom, and my mom said, "What is this? Like, what is this?" No, that was crazy. Shout out to Biden though.
Wait, Kola, what did you say?
I don't repeat myself. What is it?
That's silly of me. We'll move on. Also, this is what Whiskey is saying. Everything's still, but there are some still better than this. Still.
Where did I even come from?
Because we're about to talk about Made in Lagos. Everything's still. What did you think about that steal that Whiskey dropped?
Timmy, go first.
No, wait. I just clocked that.
Why they breathe like that?
I just clocked that Angela did this whole thing because he wanted to talk about Whiskey's album, and I'm a bit dumbfounded by the audacity.
No, that's what segue.
Like,
that was a segue, you know.
Spell segue.
No, you guys are coming for me because I don't know how to spell it. I hate y'all.
No, Kola doesn't know how to spell it too, guys.
I do. Bro, don't piss me off.
I be spelling it the wrong way in the group chat.
Don't piss me off, please.
I know how to spell segue. And I've been spelling it the wrong way, and you guys just be coming for me. Anyway, Wizkid's album. Okay, firstly, you guys need to chill, because first thing I saw when I got on tier was, ooh, this one gives knacks, sweets, this type of thing. I was just like, y'all need to chill. Like, quarantine is ruining y'all guys like train of thought, because like you don't necessarily need that to have a good session. Like, it's mad and it's chill music. What I didn't like was the fact that it's called Made in Lagos, because I thought it would be more of a concept thing. Like, it's like you hear something like Made in Lagos and you think, oh, he's going to give us something like, you know, like an Odro Eleba type thing, like that whole concept type thing, singing about like things, singing about Lagos type thing. But like, this guy was singing about like catching wine and loves and whatnot. Like, anyway, I'm not really a listening to music type person during sessions type girl. So I mean, hey,
not for you.
You want to hear him scream?
I'm feeling it in his brain.
No, because no. Okay, I'm not.
I do it.
Yeah. No, it's just because when you're like doing that type of thing, like most of the time when you like play music for the mood, it becomes cringe all of a sudden. Like, you hear some songs
when you're having flashbacks, you hear the song here.
It's not even that. Like, some songs you just be like on some like like some songs on that type of playlist, like you be playing and then you just hear one song and it's like, wait, you're not the person I'm trying to feel this type of way with. Like, I'm
I
not.
don't need no Luther Vandross for you.
I'm not trying to. This is not what I'm trying to hear right now. Like, it can quickly go into one of those vibes, and you're kind of like, this is not what I'm
All
trying
right,
to
let's
hear.
pack
I'm
up.
not. Yeah.
We're done.
Let's call it today.
Like, let's
You're
get it.
playing the
Let's get
wrong
it done.
music. You should be playing
Like this type of music, you
DJ
just
K
be like,
Wise or DJ Fokati mix. That's what you should be playing. What type of dance is this?
Okay, let's go back to Made in Lagos. My personal opinion on Made in Lagos. On my first listen, I felt like it was okay. Like it definitely wasn't a bad album. But like,
why do people always feel like something has to be bad or good? Like some stuff can just be alright.
Yeah, but I'm saying like on my first listen, it was.
No, I'm saying like when you said that, I was like, guys always like it's trash or it's amazing. Like, can't an album just be?
Nah, people do say it's like it was mid. People say it was mid.
But mid means bad. I mean, can't an album just
mid doesn't mean bad.
Means bad.
Twice
Whenever
as tall.
If you drop something and people
say
say it's mid, that's bad.
But twice as tall, as I said, twice as tall. Twice as tall is mid, but like it's not bad. Like what?
Made in Lagos. Anyway, at first I thought it was just an okay album. But
it's okay.
Like I kept listening to it and like it kind of grew on me, which typically happens. But people were saying, "Oh, Sounds from the Other Side worked for this to run. Soundman Volume 1 worked for this to run." In my opinion, Soundman Volume is it Soundman or Sound Starboy?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Sound Volume Runtown. Soundman.
Okay, Soundman Volume 1. It had, what songs did it have again? It was like an EP mixtape type that was released under Starboy, but it was basically with a bunch of producers. But I felt like that was better than Made in my opinion, it was better than Made in Lagos. People said, oh, this works, so this could run. And then the name, obviously, you talked about this, the name just didn't go with the whole vibe. Like, it's a good album. It's a good album, but this is not a Made in Lagos album. Like, the Sounds from the Other Side title that I gave that album
made more sense.
Yes, made more sense if like what I'm thinking is right. So the name didn't go with it, but like the rollouts, you know, it's normal rollouts now. You have to relax, you have to cool down. He said 11:11. The 11:11 is for him. Then we got around 11:11 after, like a couple hours later. But overall, like the album, I think is a good album. It just doesn't match the title.
I think you raised a very good point there. When people always talk, that's why I was happy when David, and I don't want to talk about Davido's album. When Davido drops and they said finally album winner, I saw one tweet that said album winner need fertilizer. When I knew what it meant, guy, I wanted to mud.
Wait, what is it?
Because you need to use fertilizer to make plants grow, because the songs grow on you. I said album.
That's funny.
We'll talk about the Davido album eventually. Let's just see that for now.
When I heard that, I wanted to run mad, guy. But I definitely have heard that a lot. That people are saying is kind of growing on you, and I feel like the Made in Lagos name was PR. Like he knew what, because he was. Like,
I'm talking about Made in Lagos since 2012, bro.
Really?
No, I'm just joking.
Okay,
but you're talking about Made in Lagos for a minute, like for a good amount of time. So I feel like it just got to the point where why are you dropping an album that's not called Made in Lagos?
Yeah.
Whoever you're dropping, it should be Made in Lagos.
Just call it Made in Lagos, even if, because the guy said he lost a lot of relationships. It was clear that he was not doing all these small boy Nige things again and trying to like record with the big guns. So that already kills the whole Made in Lagos concept.
I mean, but he didn't do that as much as Davido did, though.
And you made an album called Made in Lagos, and you know feature Mayo.
As in,
tell me, how is the album Made in Lagos then?
Guy, a whole mayor of Lagos.
Hottest artist 2020. Besides Belaswanda. Just kidding.
That's the conversation we need to have, but yeah, it's up there. It's up there if not him. It's up there.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. Dope. How y'all feel about Temi Otedolas? Wait, someone said first debut, so I'll say it. Tell me your $10 first debut.
Okay, so I watched. When did I watch Citation? I watched Citation. She actually no, I'm not gonna lie to you. She actually tried, and people were making fun of like her Yoruba and like how she was talking, but like she's always talked as if there's something in her mouth though. Like,
Do you know
like,
she learned it from?
like, you know who she learned it from?
mm,
Call her, tell her who she learned it from.
No.
you have to speak.
Let's leave it to your imagination.
Yeah, later I won't even say it because I prefer not to speak. Keep going, sorry.
Speak, I'm in big trouble.
Anyway, she talks like there's something in her mouth, so like I wasn't shocked by her accent. Also, her Yoruba is better than mine. Like, so when guys like, I mean,
That's not
she
saying
was
much.
like she's like trying, like, because people were just like going in on her, but like the acting was, I mean, the storyline is really good. It's just that it's a really long movie. It doesn't need to be that long. The storyline is actually quite good. There's one guy that was wearing a wig. They needed to cut that shit out. That was really bad. The wig is really bad and very distracting. Like for most of the movie, I was just obsessed at his hair. What else? Yeah, it's a good movie. I like
That's the
it.
professor
Her French,
guy, right?
yeah, the professor guy. Her
Techno
French is
also
really
be upset,
good.
yeah.
Fresh for what? Sorry, I lost my train of what was I saying? We're talking about the French. Her French is really good. I mean, it was a good movie. I don't see a problem. It's not as good as Olu Torre, but it's a good movie.
I forget what her name is, the lead lady in that.
Sharon Oda.
Sharon Uja or Oja, I do not say her name.
I don't know I'm not good with names. I'm really bad with names.
What I saw was people were saying, oh, I think some people were using this as a sort of knock on Temi that her dad probably paid for blah blah blah. And I saw someone tweet about it and was, yeah, it's like isn't that even better, Shad? That daddy paid for it and she got it down for her to be hustling in the industry and some man will be telling her to sleep with him.
She took a $4 million loan and she was knocking on people's doors.
Tell me a $10 go say I was knocking on doors from door to door.
Like if her daddy paid for it.
Shay Tinubu.
Startup, yeah.
God will punish that guy for that loan from his daddy's account.
He said he took a loan from 4 million naira loan from the bank.
Which bank?
I don't know.
Which bank? I beg. Anyway.
Someone do you have any more to add on it?
I didn't watch the movie, but someone said that, like, it's funny because Timmy said her French was good. Someone said she felt like it was doing French oral exam in Nigeria. Like the way it sounded was like French oral exam.
French.
Firstly, I failed French. I failed really bad. I wrote in English during my French IGCSE. I'm not joking. Because I understood the question, I just didn't understand what I was meant to write in French, so I wrote it in English. So my mom paid my cousin to teach me French, and behind my back, my cousin went to my mom and was like, "Auntie, she's not gonna make it." So when I now got my French grade and I was sad, my mom was like, "Hey, Timmy said that you're not going to do well." So I'm not shocked. I was like, "Okay, girl," because I wrote in English.
Comment ça va? Ça va bien, merci vous.
So anyone is better than me in that French. So
maybe that's why it was
good. Maybe that's why I thought it was good.
Bonjour, merci.
What the hell is that, Angela? Please get the fuck off my line.
Have you not seen that Sanyeri video when the guy saying bonjour, merci?
I beg.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
That guy is sick. What do you guys think about sort of the craziness that was happening on Twitter with people talking about their restaurant experiences? There was stuff about tips, which was I don't do it.
Do people tip in Irish?
We'll talk about
it. People tip in Irish.
And then also people I saw spaghetti bolo egusi. So spaghetti bolognese that did not look like bolognese. So
Wait,
that was
I'm
that was bolognese, not bolognese.
Tell me, what do you want to say?
Firstly, I kind of just stopped because Collar guy said, I don't even tip in the US, guy. They will hold your destiny if you
I know
don't
they
pay
do.
the tip.
If they don't
do it.
I don't.
But
do
I
it.
hate tipping. I'm quickly going to talk about tipping culture. I don't understand why I hate tipping culture in America. It's not my fault that you don't have the balls to ask for them to pay you more than $2 an hour. I'm so sorry.
I mean, but
Like,
that's a product of the tipping culture.
yeah, I
It's
know,
true
but
because
like
they've shifted the burden onto the customer, and now
onto the customer, and
it's
it
kind
doesn't
of
make no damn sense.
industry
Like now,
practice and industry commonality that okay, this is what
and it
everybody
needs to
does.
stop. Like it's really bad because like a tip is when like you do something extraordinary, and like I was like, wow, you did something. Now every basic person, guy, the fact that you dropped my food and you didn't spit in it, guy, I have to fucking tip you.
Like
What the fuck is that? Like that's so stupid, and I hate it.
like I'm
Like
not
it's so
supposed to be
annoying.
trying to hold my tip. Like I should be happy to just open my wallet and splash you. And if that's not the
Exactly.
case, let me go my way.
Like when I was working in England, I was working at a bar, like guy, they would tip us, but like that's if I did something out of this world. Like they were paying me £11 an hour. Like I wasn't
Nah, these
like
guys here make like 4. I've heard of people making 3, 4 an hour.
No, it's like two, like two,
it's
3, 4.
really
Yeah.
two, it's like $2-3 an hour. It's messed
And
up.
But the cash
basically
out off of tips is like I get their points. Like people that actually make a ton.
Yeah, they do
I mean, because
people
Americans
know.
do tip. Like Americans do tip. Like we're probably the only ones that have problems with this. Like Americans
Yeah,
do
because
tip.
we're coming from a place where tipping isn't like a
Yeah, I
like
don't
we
do
don't
And I
think
also
price
think
is-
it encourages these people to be mediocre. Like
Exactly. That's why I'm like, why
person
would
not
I
gonna do
pay?
anything, call they stretch hands. So what do you want me to do? You want me to adapt you up? Yeah, I'm not paying. I'll slap you
Okay.
anyway.
Let's
guy.
have it.
Let's have it.
No, there's something I'm going to say that happened a long time ago. I'm just going to bring this on up because of tipping. So there was this time I think Jay-Z went to the club, and like the tip was like they spent thousands, hundred thousands, and like the tip was like 11K. So people were complaining that it was still just 10% of the
Yeah, I saw
actual
that.
bill.
Yeah.
And I was like, guy, do you think you're thinking about $11,000?
I'll pay
Do you
my
think you're
rent
thinking
1 year.
do you think that thing
11K.
vexed me? People were like, oh, like he should have still tipped at least 18%. Are you fucking crazy? $11,000? Are you dumb? I was so angry. I was like, do you know, like
Like shit, your
11K
body
now?
tax plan.
If they give guy, like that 11K has said that person. I tell you, I promise you, that person is happy with that 11K as is. Like
I mean,
that
but I don't think
bartender
it'll be
was
one
happy.
person.
Invest in some
If,
stuff.
if I'm working in a bar and I see Jay-Z and you're going to serve them, I must tag along. Because I know that tip will be heavy. There is no way. It can't be one person. 11K to one person.
Yeah, I just had to say that because I remember
Cash
that and it
out.
really upset me. 11K. Guy, even if they give me half of that 11K, I'll still be happy small.
And that's
I'll
the
still
kind
be
of
happy.
entitlement that kills me. Like
Exactly.
what? Like why do people just feel like okay, that 18 now you're right? Like chill. Tip is not your right. Like let's. I think that's the thing that at least I struggle. Maybe it's their right here in the US, but that's something I struggle with, like reconciling. Like the fact that tip is your right. Oh, like is my right to decide if you give me great service and give you like tip is not something I should be. Oh, tip again. It should be like, oh damn, that was amazing. Like, how much can I give you? Blah blah blah. But yeah, it's like guys who literally just because
you tip for everything.
Because you put in my order and turn the screen around for me to sign, I should now put 10-15% based on
like fuck no.
I just have Microsoft Word.
What other experiences did you guys see?
Okay.
In regards to Nigerian restaurants?
So I have Nigerian restaurant experience. I just have to say, churrascos, your prices are ridiculous. They don't need to be that expensive. Like they will say that the meat is coming from Brazil or something, blah blah blah. I mean, the last few times I went, I didn't pay, but I know how expensive it is on a normal day when I would pay and it's not fresh. Another thing, I don't know why they upped it, but some places that are terrible, like tea room, like they have like this whole thing that you have to say that you're spending a minimum of 10K before you enter. and it's because they have flowers on the wall and it's Instagrammable. But like the chow isn't that mad. Like you can't just go in there on I just want to enter tea room for vibes. Like you have to sign something that says you're gonna spend 10K. What the fuck is that? That's so fucking rad. Like that's so fucking rad. Like it's just like what the fuck is this? Like this is some rad shit. But yeah, that Nigerian restaurants. I can't shout. I don't know. Some restaurants are actually really good, but like I don't know. It's a weird one when it comes to them because some just be lying. Like that egusi, I saw that egusi bolognese. Like that thing was so bad.
I feel like it was just like recently we just started seeing so many Nigerian restaurants coming up. So many, like maybe in the last.
Yeah.
It's a quick lick. It's a quick lick.
So many of them are just coming up. Me, I
usually quick lick.
Chef Obubu. Chef Obubu. My person.
Don't piss me off. I typically don't like. I don't go out to eat in Lagos. From time to time, I'll go out to eat in Lagos. But
so what do you do for fun in Lagos, Kola?
Eco Atlantic.
I mean, I'll go out. I'll go to the club. I'll go for concerts, but I just don't see.
So during the day, you won't go out. I mean, but before you go to the club, you have to go somewhere for free.
Indomie.
No, I just like even here, I don't go out on my way to go to restaurants. Like if I'm going on a date,
it's a sticky one still. It's a sticky one still.
Like that's not something I enjoy doing. Like
you just tell your chef to come over now. Don't you just tell your chef to come over?
I do it from time to time. I go out to eat from time to time, but so I don't have any restaurant.
See how you don't speak on that.
Fuck off.
So I'm guessing you guys are not fans of Donnie Wahlberg and his whole tipping thing. It's crazy because I just Googled him and literally there's a headline 23 hours ago, meaning yesterday. But January, he started this whole like 2020 tip challenge, which was $2,020. So he spent $76 at IHOP, left a 2020 tip. Then yesterday he spent $35 somewhere, left a 2020.
What's 2020?
Like $2,020 tip. $2,020. He's an actor. So it's like a challenge that he has been challenging like celebs and other guys, everyone to do 2020 when you go.
Going to catering.
I will go.
The tip is even more than the service.
Guys, he spent $76 and $35 and left 2020 both times.
2020. Goddamn.
Oh man.
Because he said 2020 has been a tough year for these guys, so let's tip them.
You'll soon see me at Waffle House. If you see me there, just
I want Waffle House now that you said it.
Mad. I think that's all for like a little one.
Actually, I think
TikTok Nigeria. I don't think, unless you guys have a lot to say about TikTok Nigeria.
Actually, I have a lot to say about FDT. Angela said that FDT will go number one.
Who's that?
Fuck Donald Trump.
I use my
nigga, fuck Donald Trump.
Angela said that FDT will go number one.
Who's that you're talking about?
Soste said that FDT will go number one based on election results and like just people being excited for Biden. They're playing the song on the streets, and I thought that was bullshit. It was clearly bullshit.
That was never true.
I was convinced that YG will go number one, even though he's somewhat independent, right?
Yeah, he's independent. So let me clarify what I said. And also make it very clear that on the iTunes charts, FDT actually went to number one.
Wow, amazing.
Yami Crane goes number one in iTunes.
What?
Yami Crane goes number one in iTunes.
Bro, that is every Nigerian artist.
You guys. No, you guys.
Has their own personal iTunes.
Yes.
There's no Nigerian
artist goes number one.
There's no Nigerian artist that has never gone number one. Every Nigerian artist has their own personal iTunes.
Remember the year Jabota went number one.
Y'all are rude.
That was just a. That was a side. No, I always told you I liked all Jabota's albums. Like I never denied that. So that wasn't
Yeah,
shade in any
Yeah,
way.
no, but that was disrespectful. Can't lie. That was Slim
hella
Shady.
rude.
But it's
Just
funny that you
saying.
guys mentioned Dami Crane because during the week, I called Yumika to tell her that Dami Crane was making me think about her like way back then when that My Dear song drops. Like I was just thinking about where Dami Crane is now,
You guys,
how
Yumika is
hot
our
he was.
producer who's on
Hold
the
on.
call. Go
Yeah.
ahead,
Shout out to
continue.
behind the scenes. So like how hot he was then and how I literally thought this guy was going to be it. And after that, I just been going down since. Like there was a time when Dami Crane was like that guy. So that was it on the side, but like you just made me
I
think
kind
about
of like Dami Crane came to my prom, and one of my friends was grinding on him, and they just let us do all sorts. I just remember that.
we need me down,
Dami Crane
down,
for the
down.
One of
No,
the most
Dami Crane
promising
was hot.
acts in
Guy,
Nigeria.
Dami Crane was too
Dami
crazy.
Crane was on fire.
Do you know that Dami Crane won Rookie of the Year? I had these. I don't remember what year with Burna Boy. And now Burna Boy is twice as tall.
But I think
Dami
Dami
Crane
Crane has
is.
the talent of. I blame.
I think it's because he went to prison.
Well, there's that, but I don't blame. I don't rate
We
Two-Face
not
the way
believe that.
most people do. A lot of people like rate Two-Face very highly, but I don't rate Two-Face as much as people do because he basically wasted Dami Crane as far as
Yeah, but he said it. I'm so sorry. I didn't have enough time to focus on Hypertech and focus on Dami Crane's music, all of that. So he admits that, but I don't think
because Dami Crane has the talent to.
Yeah, there's one
basically
song by Dami
be
Crane
there.
that's so mad.
He's
Monkey
written for a
Post.
lot of people, and even though he still has mad songs, even though they're not entered, they're still mad songs.
They're entering in Ghana.
Okay.
They always Dami Crane goes #1 in Ghana every time he drops.
What's going on in that place? I don't get
Ghana's
what's
Ghana
happening in
on
Ghana.
lock.
What's going on in Ghana, chill?
Shatter Crane.
But yeah.
I think that's all for small chops, man. That was lovely, man.
Yep.
Woo.
And now we're going to discuss the main topic of the day, the big fish.
Eja Nla.
We're going to talk about and funny enough, he's part of this whole topic. But what we're going to discuss is how cancel culture in Nigeria is attached to how much money you're making at the time. So let me set the stage. If, for instance, you do something that is unacceptable, and we're going to say this specifically for the entertainment industry, so like music artists, radio show hosts, comedians, actors, actresses. So if you do something, let's say for an artist, if you do something that's unacceptable when you're signed to a label, if you're bringing money to the label is not quick to drop you. Ambassadors are not ambassadors. The corporate world is not quick to drop you as the ambassador. People are just freeing your label isn't freeing all of that because you're making money. But the moment you're not making money, you're not putting anything in their pockets. You do one thing and you're out. Like they use it as a PR stunt. Like it's great PR for them. And the reason why I said this is like in the past few months, we've seen situations of this happening. So like with the Lil Frosh situation where he beat up someone, his girlfriend at the time. He assaulted someone, his girlfriend at the time. And DMW said, well, we're not associating with Lil Fresh anymore. He's been dropped from the label. We don't find this acceptable, all of that. But in Instagram comment sections, somebody was saying, oh, please forgive him. And Davido was saying, he's my brother for life, no matter what, as long as I'm alive, he'll be straight. So they basically used them dropping him from the label as a PR situation, PR stunts. Like it looked good for DMW. But then when Peruzi had the situation where he tweeted, I am a rapist. Peruzi is the one writing all these songs. Peruzi is bringing money to the label. There was no word from anyone. There was no press release. That's when they forget they can do press release. They don't type. When they are bringing money, they don't type anything. They don't type press release, no statement, release, no statement. So they didn't do that. Same situation with Octavian now. I don't think Octavian was doing amazing as an artist in terms of, like he was getting the hype with Virgil, Skepta, all of that. But with the recent things that have happened, the label dropped him, ambassador dropped him, corporate firm dropped him, So
I actually wanted to say something on Octavian's matter. I didn't realize how ugly he actually was, and I know that has nothing to do with this, but that nigga is god.
Timmy,
Like,
I'm sorry, I need to interrupt you there. I don't know why you're doing that. I feel like people always do that when
no,
after
no,
the
no, no, no,
fact.
no,
It was
no, no,
not
no, no, because
ugly
like,
6 months
no,
ago.
I hadn't, no, I never like, I don't think I've ever had to look at him for that
You're
long. But I was
careful.
watching that video, yeah. So like, I never had to necessarily look at him for so long. Like, and he would always be wearing shades or something. Like, I never had to look for him at him for that long. When I saw him talking, he looks like a crackhead. They said that he looks like Marshall on
His story is crazy. He had been through a lot.
Yeah, he actually
like,
does look like Marshall.
But he had been
like
through
he was like Marshall on crack. But like,
Jesus.
and I was also surprised because I thought that guy like grew up in like France or something. So I was even surprised at his level of English. Like, things are irrelevant to the situation.
You sound like one of my what classmates telling me that my English is good for Nigerian.
No, like it wasn't even that. I was just shocked because I thought that guy was from France or something. So I was like, when did this guy even learn how to speak English that he's talking like this? But like that's irrelevant, really irrelevant stuff. But his label dropping him is crazy because they offered that girl a 20K NDA to sign and she didn't sign. So that's so performative. Like if you're gonna be sending someone a 20K NDA to sign, why are you trying to drop the guy now? Like you should have dropped the guy earlier. So it's all performative, but like of course it's going to be performative when money is involved.
And then another situation was
Other thoughts on that?
As far as Octavian, or just in general.
Yeah, what I was saying is like literally he like I don't talk about the guy the way you just did because he literally was homeless for years. So like I know it was a big struggle. So
Octavian was homeless.
That's why
for
he
years.
looks ugly.
He was homeless before like he popped off. Yeah.
Interesting.
That doesn't
He
mean
might be homeless again, can't
God, you're stupid.
But another situation that's cancel culture. I don't know. Cancel culture on Twitter is different from cancel culture with their peers. So the bench had the whole sexual assault situation.
Why we even talked about Peruzi?
I mean, I've given my thoughts on Peruzi. What do you?
Oh, like I mean, we didn't Wayne. Not only you go talk.
Wayne.
I don't. I
because Peruzi writes everything. He's basically the like he is the anchor in terms of like most prolific and productive musician in DMW. So even if he's not the most blown out biggest name, judging from his like when he was on with Kidomina and talking about the songs that they like literally Peruzi is behind almost everything. So regardless of that, they didn't want to do the PR thing there and remove Peruzi, even if it was still in there, but in public was removed. So like that's how important it was. But for Lil Frosh, it was like straight away, 24-hour turnaround time.
He
hasn't done anything for him.
Peruzi went under the radar for a bit. When he came back, he dropped the song. No one was talking about him. It's just I don't know. I just feel like it's crazy that these things are happening. We're watching it happen, but
and literally nothing we can do about it. And the people in the industry are complicit because they all know these people. They all have their phone numbers. Like you see all of them on each other's snaps. And maybe when this happens, they go quiet for a while, but they still bring them back in. And I think that goes into what you're saying next because Eja Nla is one of them, and we're seeing him on people like Davido's snap. Like, how is that not being a thing that people are clearing Davido for?
Talking about, yeah. Like, that's what I was saying. Twitter cancel culture is different from their peers canceling them. Like, everyone is still saying, oh, the band, Franklin. They all went to see the IGP, the old IGP, new IGP is crazy. But they all went to see the old IGP, so General Police in Abuja. When they went for the meeting, the band was there and everyone was acting like everything is cool. But like we watched it happen. Like we watched everything happen in terms of arresting
and it was
her,
so big. We had everybody
arresting her mom.
Band is done out here.
Them tweeting from our accounts, they even had the audacity to promote his new single. The band has not posted the single yet, but they are posting it from Shaitan's accounts.
God was actually going to punish them for that thing.
How does that work?
Like,
That's when I said these guys are mad. You never promote your own single. They use another person's
Using someone
account.
else that
you know, it didn't even
sexually
make any
assaulted
sense
and
to
you're
me.
like you've basically kidnapped. They kidnapped her.
Guy,
Is that babe
I
okay?
was,
Actually, I don't know. Where's the babe now?
I don't know what's going on with her. I hope she's good though,
I think
because
she
like
got lawyers, and I don't know where that's headed, but like she got lawyers for the whole situation.
oh yeah, no, she did get lawyers. I knew about her getting lawyers and all that, but one thing that was on my mind was just like, guy, like it's one thing to get lawyers, it's one thing to get like justice and everything, but
Yeah,
like, guy, your mental
mental.
after that,
I said,
like,
my brother, this not jungle justice.
guy, wait, how did you even bring that up?
No,
Like,
now because
Want it to get
Nige is
justice
always
now.
jungle
no, but
This
it's
not
justice.
jungle
true, it's true,
justice.
it's true. It really is true. That
Bro,
guy
don't piss
really,
me off.
that guy. I
I said
actually
for
was
that, I told Angela for that alone, Dio is going to blow. And you guys will be shocked.
no,
You guys will be shocked. Everyone is
no.
saying,
Dio is going somewhere. Dio is going
we just
somewhere.
don't know
Like,
where yet.
They're little
and he
too late,
has
sir.
like, and he has like a steady fan base that's like kind of solid. So I see him going far.
Yeah, go
Like,
now, area boys.
it would
I mean,
shock you that
you
guy
guys
has
tap into
American
it.
passports.
Yeah, he
Okay,
does,
no.
and I
Yep.
think I mean, you have to tap into it because Davido is not a street
Why
guy,
you the
but
why
Davido
you
is right now a street guy.
minister USCIS? You're going to USCIS.
Yeah, yeah, sick.
How do
Davido
you
is
know?
not a street guy, but he had to tap into that whole.
Yeah, but
street
once you
and
get to a certain level in Nigeria, you're always going to have the streets.
no, but Davido is not doing like if you see who Davido rolls with, how he behaves, like Davido is not doing that whole like rich kid P. Like Davido is legit doing as if he's from the streets. So I think Dio is also trying to do that because Dio is not from the streets.
Yeah.
So, but that's an aside. Like Eja Nla was on Instagram, everything good with Davido, who, if we can read into him, canceling Lil Fresh, does not agree with domestic abuse and sexual assault, etc., etc. So how can you reconcile those two things? Because there's no way that they're mutually exclusive.
Just don't add up. But go ahead.
I was gonna say that I think in 2018 or 2018 summer there was a time that people went on the internet and they were all like complaining about things that certain guys had done to them and type thing. And honestly, I think people pick and choose who they want to be angry at, who they want to stay mad at. And I think that's just like a natural thing. Like people are just always going to be biased regardless. Like, and that's why I don't believe it. I personally don't believe in cancel culture. Like unless if I don't fuck with you no more, if I don't want to listen to your music no more, I'm just not going to listen to you. But to be like, oh, this person is canceled, and outrightly be like, oh yeah, that person's canceled. We don't fuck with that person no more. Then, I mean, I say it, so I'll be like, oh, I don't fuck with that person no more. But like, really and truly, like I don't think it's something that you have to announce or you have to like say like just if you're personally freeing the person, you personally free the person because like people pick and choose in every situation because it's hard. Like people have different relationships with different people, so you kind of actually like in the whole Lil Fresh situation, that guy's not bringing back. I'm so sorry, I'm not going to. Peruzi is writing Davido songs allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not. But Peruzi Peruzi helps like a lot of the time, so like he's not going to throw that guy away. Like it's gonna be hard. Like it's not the same relationship. So I'm not supporting it because it's somehow and you look flaky when you're like saying this and doing another thing, but at the same time, it is what it is type thing. Like so, yeah.
There are also two other situations.
Which other situation?
So there's the Body Lomo situation, and it's kind of similar to this in the fact that like no one is technically Body Lomo is not signed to anyone. So as far as bringing money in is to his own pocket. But in terms of like his position in the entertainment industry, like he wasn't high up, like the way the badge is. Yeah. So people won't be fine with openly like being out with him in the public because he's a bad look for them. And like he probably wasn't really making that much money. So like Bonnie Lomo is done out here. There's nothing for him again. Like you should just go and find a 9 to 5. Because
not a 9 to 5.
I'm telling you, Nigerians have short-term memory. I'm telling you.
I'm telling
Not a
you,
nice
Bolalomo is doing the best
one.
thing for his career right now by ghosting. If
he
does
briefly
this
came
ghost,
back during End
yeah,
Stars.
if he does, and that's when you come back
Yeah.
when it really
No, they told
like
him
ends
they told him
as
they told him to
he was testing the water. He said, "Okay, it's still too hot." And if he does this ghost thing for like 18 months, I'm telling you, guys will be like, "Ah, that was a while ago. People change." Like, guy, you know how this piece work. Tory Lanez has no
That's
business
the second
dropping
situation.
music or being on Instagram Live right
About
now
to-
and having sales. Tory Lanez has no business doing
Tony
that.
sold 65K first week.
Do you understand? So like people like back to tennis point, people pick and choose, but also like if you play your cards right, and I know it sounds very horrible to say play your cards right for something so horrible, but there's ways that you can sort of time your re-entry and be smart about it. Like if Boloma was trying to come back on his
He actually sold 36K, my bad.
yeah, Boloma was trying to come
That's
back.
so bad.
That's not bad for someone that was supposedly cancelled.
On the Rondo that had it,
Yeah.
on Rondo had no problems. He sold 3,500.
Man, fuck Rondo, R.I.P. King
Wait,
Von.
maybe no lose guard yet. So for someone like for
On the
to
Rondo,
be
nigga.
able to be out here, I think is kind of crazy. But I always think that if you kind of Lomo can come back on Snap and be doing all the things he was doing before straight away. Well, if he's somehow like you've not seen him with fouls them lately because all this be happening, but like those are still his guys. I'm sure. Like the way I know Nigeria works, I'm sure they weren't just like, oh God, I'm not talking again. So he still has these connections in the industry. So I just think it's a matter of time before he tries to come back.
Maybe the next generation when he's like 40 or something.
And succeed.
He's done. He's done.
Succeed.
That's crazy.
Only
That
time
guy,
will
I
tell.
have that guy on Snap. No, I have that guy on actual Snap. As far that guy replied my story one day, and I was like, "Wait, what the fuck?" Like, I didn't think. You know when you add someone on Snap and their story is like their story, you can see their story and you subscribe. That's what I thought it was on. So then the girl replied my story, and I was like, "Wait, what the fuck is going on here?" I think he still uses that account. I think he still uses that account though. But hey. It is what it is.
Industry, man. All I can say is for us that are trying to, I guess, jump into the industry now, do our own things. Let's just try to do better. Let's try to treat people right. Joe Rogan on the podcast, I'll send you guys the tweet later, but he was talking to kind of like all these old guys in the industry here, and they were talking about things they used to make sort of comedians do before female comedians do to like get time on the stage. And these guys were just open, freely talking about like making them perform all kinds of mad acts. So I was like, this is what we're up against, what women are up against to get on stage. So as we are like getting that industry and doing stuff, I just urge all artists, actors, who else is in anybody in the entertainment industry, just do better.
And not just in the entertainment industry, like this.
Everybody in the world actually.
In life,
do better
like,
by
it's
women.
so
Do better by
bad.
yourself because you'll be embarrassed when this all comes out. So just respect yourself and respect those.
Like you know what you're doing is wrong, so why do it? Like, man, I don't even want to think about it.
But there are a lot of things that we know are wrong and we still do. So I just
I
respect
get it,
yourself
but
and respect those around you. That's my take on that. I don't know if you guys have anything else to add.
Nope.
Cheers.
I don't do it.
So as you go through the rest of your week, whether you're telling the truth, you're telling a lie, analyzing a report, giving a high level update, just make sure it's a sweet lamba. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Oh God.